Hello cats and kittens, this is Pool New Quarantine Edition. I decided to have a little bit of fun since we're kind of tied up in the house and stuff, and found this little LED light that kind of gets thrown under the pool and stuff. Maybe be something a little bit fun with the kids, or as my youngest daughter would say, ooh, we got a LED light. Yeah, well, hey, they're not all winners, folks. Anyways, this is from Qoolife, Qoolife, and first and foremost, we're just going to open this thing up. This is essentially a remote-controlled light. I can throw in my pool, and it's party time. So let's go ahead and get going. So when I first open it up, I got my super large readable manual here. Right, and then we've got the LED light. Ooh, nice little poppy paper. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. That must be the stuff that is in the pool. I wonder. Battery check. Right. No batteries. Okay, so already dock one thing, so it looks like it's going to take about 3 AA's. So I will have to put those in here. Son of a... So we'll see how good the seal is when we throw this thing underwater and stuff as well. We've got, let's see what's in here in this little baggie. Okay. Looks like I've got suction cups here. So if I look into the suction cups, okay, obviously this is hard. This is just dang near impossible. All right. So, gosh, I have tiny fingers. Tiny fingers. Okay. Ooh, good news is it actually comes with more than just one pair of suction cups. Looks like I still have 2 more in there. Now, if I believe I saw this correctly, you may not be able to see this, but there's these little bitty... There, it's kind of installed. So in the back of this light, there's just a little bitty notch. Perfect to fit the little edge of the suction cup. So if I slide that in there, now I could technically throw this underneath the pool on the side of my pool. We'll see how well that works. But that's how you install the suction cups. And then finally, the most important thing, if you're going to throw an awesome pool party with remote control light, is the remote itself. So this looks pretty cool. Looks pretty straightforward. Looks like we've got make it red, make it green, make it blue, make it a different shade of blue. There's strobe, flash, spark, crossfade. We're going to try all these cool options, okay? In the meantime, I got to make sure that I get to play around with this. So, once again, there's this little bitty sticker down there that's probably letting me know, hey bro, put some freaking batteries in it. So, we will see if I got to get batteries or not. If this little LED light makes me have to go out and buy a special little calculator battery and risk getting coronavirus, so help me Jesus. So anyways, let me get some batteries real quick, and we'll see if we can get this thing to light up. Alright folks, I'm back. So, I'll be honest with you, yeah, this is kind of cool or whatever, but the little kid comes out with me when the lights start turning on. So it's just a little bit of film to protect the lights, but I like everything shiny and new. But guess what? The remote does work straight out the box. So 3 AA batteries, what you're going to need to get this thing up and going, and watch what happens. Oh my God. Hold on. So we're going to go through the single buttons first, okay? Red, make it green. This looks like a purplish, bluish type of color. This is supposed to be, I will say the remote kind of shows more of an orange on that one, but looks to be more purplish. yellow, more of a teal. Let's make it white. All right. Now let's kind of go through some of these. See if I can dim brightness here. Make it a better one. So we can dim, or we can make it super bright. All right. Looks like as bright as it goes. Other options on the remote. All right, you see this 0.5H, 1H, 2H, and 3H. Believe it or not, that's a timer. So if I can actually press one of those buttons, the pool light will go for that long. We'll test out one of these timers this evening. How about a half hour? Maybe 1 hour. So I'll test out the timers this evening. We'll kind of see how this works. But look, the guests are overstaying, and you set this thing timer on. Let's face it, when the LEDs go off, people aren't going to want to stay. You know, I don't care if you got all the free liquor or beer that you could possibly need. Once the LEDs go off, everyone knows party's over. That timer I'm pretty excited about. So I'm going to pull up the manual real quick. Let's kind of go over what these last few functions are. All right. So we got the 7 static colors, the light timer, the brightness control, and obviously the on and off. All right. So first is going to be the strobe function. Strobe says seven different colors it's going to go through strobe fast in turn. All right. So there's strobing. Please, guys, warning. This might, for those of you battling for epilepsy, please fast forward through this section. Spark. This is 7 colors fading in and out one by one. That one's probably going to be a favorite. I'm not going to lie. Flash. 7 colors flash and turning slowly. Okay, now we're flashing. Now we're flashing. All right. I'm going to skip breathe. Breathe is a little special option here. All right, but I'm going to go to crossfade. All right, let's see. There's no flashing here going on right now. Oh my god. Ooh. That's if you just want to set the mood right now. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna do crossfade, you better get the wine and cheese out. And yeah, you don't pull out a crossfade with the kids. All right, last one for these, we got breathe. Okay, choose one color first. Well, in that case, I'm gonna choose this not orange color. And then what we're gonna do is says, choose one color first, press breathe, and this color will fade in and out slowly like deep breathing. I just press breathe, let's see. And now we're breathing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're breathing. All right, so that is basically every single function known to man, all right? It's daylight out here right now in Florida, which means more rain and super hot. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wait till this evening. We're gonna put this under the water. We're going to test out, obviously, the timer. We're going to test out these fancy suction cups that come in the bottom. We're going to make sure, obviously, we're not going to be having this thing kill out on us because we've got leakage into the battery compartments. And then also, we're just going to show out brightness on one of these. You can buy these in 1 or 2 packs, I believe. I just bought the one. Usually it's probably not going to be as bright enough for my small pool, but let's see if it at least gets the kids excited. All right? So until that time, I will see you on the flip side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally the suns went down. We were ready to start actually testing this thing and seeing how cool it lights up at night. So a couple things, read the book. All right, remember it actually shows that we don't really want to have this anything less than 2 feet under the water. Okay, so we're going to try the suction cups. So I'm going to put it on the side of the pool. See if it holds. Alright, so anything under 2 feet underwater, they don't know about the range of the remote control, whether it works or not. So we're going to put this on. Alright, then we'll use the remote and just try to test and see its light. So right now I want to give a before shot of the pool. This is what life is like with just a normal pool light and no fancy LED. Alrighty, so noted, suction cups did not hold on the side of the pool. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm just going to put this on a pool step and let it sit there. So The LED also has a magnet under it, but I don't really have anything of metal in the pool to attach it to. So we're gonna see with this when I just kind of set it under a pool. Set it on a step here. We have a little step in the deep end, so I'm gonna have to hold it up. You gonna help me? Alright. So the light is in the pool. Now we're gonna shut the pool light off, and then we're gonna have fun. Alright, everything's dark. You ready to see if this thing can work underwater? I am literally hitting the on button right now. And I am not getting anything. Okay. I'm hitting on, hitting off. Nothing is happening. Let's try it above. Let me try to get it out. Let's make sure it turns on from right here. Woo, woo. Okay, so we can already see now that might be pushing the 2 feet range, so we're gonna have to go to a shallower step. So good stuff we're learning here. We're underwater now, and we can see we're changing colors. Alright, now we're going to see if I can get a little bit deeper. I want to see, make sure I can get the range. I did not anticipate having to get into the pool today. Things I do for you. Okay, so it looks like the deep end, which was a little bit further than probably right around that 2 foot threshold, was probably a little bit too far. All right, so this, believe it or not, once again, I'm not being able to change the colors. I'm pressing buttons, and I can't change the colors when it's that deep. So honestly, I would say less than a foot of water. We really want to get this thing underneath, changing colors. All right, so let's go through the we got all the different solids. All right, let's go through. Let's go through the different functions. There we go. That's the strobe. I believe we're getting the pulse right now, or the spark. Ooh. So you can kind of see this wouldn't be kind of too bad, but the only problem is a pool like mine is not going to have too many shallow areas to put these things in. And then two, you're going to need a remote for every single individual one. Probably more better for probably a hot tub type of solution. All right. Let's go into this. I think this is the pulse. Let's see if we can dim or brighten. Probably better do a solid color here. And then let's try the brighten and dim. So you can see we're kind of setting the mood right now, getting a little dim as the wife does the eye roll. Now we're going to brighten it up. Now it's appropriate for children. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now, last but not least, it's about 8:15 my time, and we've got little timers. Okay, we can time this for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So I'm going to leave this submerged for a full hour, and we're going to leave it on spark option where we're rotating colors. So it's going to be on this step underwater for a full hour, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the 1 hour button, and then when I come back, hopefully we will record this thing automatically shutting off, and that's going to let our people know that our party's over, it's time for them to go home. All right, so on the count of 3, which is now 8:17, 2, 1. All right, you saw that little red click, right? That lets us know that the timer has been set, hopefully. All right, so in 1 hour, we will come back, and if this thing automatically shuts off, we'll at least know the internal timing is pretty good. All right, so I'm showing we should be pretty close to this thing shutting off. It's been right there, right at about an hour. I'll be dang. So timer works. So you can see all the functions work pretty well. Let me see if I can still use the remote to turn it back on. Switch colors. Let's go to breathing. Alright, so now we're breathing. Let's change it around. Now we're strobing. So as you can see, we've it does work fine underwater. Alrighty folks, good morning. This is the final recap of all yesterday's events. Just to kind of go over everything that kind of happened from yesterday. So in the product testing phase, so overall cons of this product, okay, right? Batteries weren't included. I had to put 3 AA batteries of my own. Suction cups worked fine. However, whenever I wanted to kind of hook it up to the side of my pool using the suction cups, it wasn't even happening. So I really don't know how the suction cups come into play in a submersible type of application. 3, the range of this, the product said probably have limited range with the remote in less than 2 feet of water. I found that probably more be about less than a foot range. After that, anything like that, I couldn't get the remote to actually change any of the functions. However, I did see that when you could technically turn it on and throw an LED at the bottom of the pool and stuff, and have all that stuff and working. You just might have to have a kid come out and retrieve it when you're done with it. Other than that, the positive side of things, right, is that the functions really worked well. Everything on this remote, all these little functions worked exactly as designed, including the bright and the dimmer and the timers. And not only that, they actually worked when this thing was submersed in less than a foot of water. So there are probably some applications, like I said, a hot tub type application, probably better than maybe a big giant pool for the submersible LED light. Kids definitely thought it was cool. I did wake up this morning, and I will say that this thing was flashing kind of a red light that I couldn't even get turned off. So what happened was I reopened it and tried to see, and sure enough, after really just being submerged in water for the 1 hour last night, I had already got water inside of this, and this was actually wet. And so I've done my best to kind of dry it out this morning. What I'm going to do right now, these are 3 brand new batteries. I just threw away those 3 brand new batteries I put in there yesterday, and I'm going to put 3 brand new in right now, and I'm going to see if I can at least get more than 1 hour use out of this thing. But just a warning, you might have to come in and actually put maybe some thread tape, plumber's thread or whatever on this if you first get this, to kind of put some extra layer of protection on it. The product does say it has kind of a double ring of protection. However, I wasn't successful in keeping water out last night. And as you can see right now, the remote is firing, and I can no longer get this thing to work. So I had 1 hour application with this, and believe it or not, the LED light no longer works. I'll still leave it open maybe for a day or two, maybe just air it out and see if I could get lucky. But as of right now, I'm going to call this dead. So Thank you for watching Pool Noob. If you actually think you can have a practical application for this and you actually think you'd like to make this purchase, there is a link to it down below in my video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And then last but not least, check out my website, poolnoob.com, and under the merch link, you can actually get some new cool little fresh Pool Noob t-shirts that you may want to sport around. So thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe, everyone.